We have our industry expert Mr. Satish Prabhu with us today to share his insights with stock market investors who constantly switch funds in search of better returns. Satish, over to you.
Perhaps very close to what all of us do. And it's called comparison is the thief of joy. And why do I say comparison? The reason I say comparison is that many people also come to me that your funds are not doing well. Okay. Your funds were doing well last year, but they are not doing well this year. I have decided to invest in another fund which is doing well this year. I mean, very less that you can do about that. That when people compare returns, which is the only thing that people look at. They don't look at the time, but they prefer to look at returns. And I'm sure Mr. Ramlingam also faces that issue, that people look at returns and they invest. And they say that I will invest in a fund that gives me the best returns. I will invest at a time when the markets are doing really well. So these are misconceptions which we need to address. And I'll give a real life example of why this misconception is not correct. So the story is about a crow, and he's in search of the most beautiful bird. And the first bird he spots is a swan. And he tells the swan that you're so beautiful. And I think you're the most beautiful bird on the whole earth. The swan says, yes, I was. So he says that, what do you mean I was? He says, yes, I was, till I saw these two colorful pigeons, these two colorful parrots. Now, when I saw these parrots, I realized that they were the most beautiful birds in the world, not me anymore. So please go and talk to those parrots. So the crow flies out and meets these two colorful parrots and tells them, wow, I mean, I just met the swan, and when I see you, I think you are the most beautiful birds in the world. I've not seen any bird as beautiful as you. So the parrots say, yes, thank you very much. But you know what? We may not be the most beautiful birds. There is somebody who is better than us. And the crow says, how can it be? I mean, after looking at you, I am sure there's nothing better than you. They say, yes, we just saw a peacock, and the peacock we feel is the most beautiful bird in the world. The crow says, okay, I need to see how the peacock looks. Only then I'll be able to, decide. So crow flies out and meets the peacock. Now the peacock is in a zoo surrounded by hundreds of people. And the crow goes and tells the peacock that, look at this. You are surrounded by so many people. I'm sure you are the most beautiful bird in the world. There's nothing more beautiful than you. So the peacock says that, I envy you. I don't thank you, but I envy you. He said, what's there to envy me? I am so ugly. So peacock says that beauty is not the whole thing. Freedom is what is more beautiful. You have freedom. I don't have freedom. The reason, because I am beautiful, they have caged me here in this zoo, and I am not able to fly out and do stuff like you. So I feel that it's not the beauty that you see, it's the freedom that is, what people should realize is the real beauty. So having said that, we speak about returns, and we've done this analysis for all large cap funds, which are typically have a more than 10-year track record. Okay. And we have almost 25 funds which have this 10-year track record, and we chose the funds that were toppers in any of these last 10 years. We took every year returns, and we said that, okay, let's see which of these funds have topped. Now, in the year 2013, Fund A, and this is real, except that we've not given the real fund names, the table is real. The 2013 Fund A gave the best returns. And I'm sure that if you came at that time and said that, give me Fund A, because the fund has given the best returns, you would have felt sad 1 year later because the returns dropped to rank 12 of Fund A. Now, those who invested in Fund B in 2014, assuming that Fund B is rank 1, they would have felt sad in 2015 because the fund moved to rank 12. And the ones who came in 2015, they invested in Fund G, which is rank 1. It fell to rank 9 in 2016. Similarly, Fund E from rank 1 fell to rank 10 in 2017. Now look at any one from that list. The point here is that no fund is consistent. No fund is consistent. It's very difficult to deliver consistency. So you'll never find somebody who's consistent. You'll see that somebody is top today, somebody is not top today. But this is the real fact. You have only one fund which has got 3 top ranks in the last 10 years. But in the last 2 years, that fund is at 22 and 24. You have another fund which is twice rank 1, but it's also got a 23 and a 25 in some years. And the rest of the funds are just rank 1 in one of those 10 years, just one of those 10 years. Now, if you come and tell us that I need the best performing fund, I can show you this and tell you that it's very difficult. So you have to look at other parameters, and I would say a good performing fund rather than a best performing fund, and look at other parameters like the track record and the team and the fund house and all of those things rather than only returns. So only returns is like this. It is not going to help because these things will keep changing. Similar to the story. So comparison, if you make, your joy will be short-lived. It's the thief of your joy. You will be short-lived. Your joy will be short-lived. The next year, you will again feel sad because the fund has not done well.
If you have any doubt regarding this or any other financial or investment decision, don't hesitate to book an appointment with our financial expert. The link to the appointment is given in the description below. And also, would you like to know more about finance and investment? Then we would recommend you to attend our live webinar. The link to the webinar is also given in the description below. The webinar is absolutely free. If you like this video, hit like, and if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe.